Hello people, it's Gino here from realeverydayenglish.com. Welcome back to the 6th episode of Great English News Report. This is a project I've been running with my friend Rod, the English teacher. If you haven't checked out Rod's channel, make sure you go over there and check it out. It's Rod, the English teacher, and he's actually celebrating 1 year of creating videos this week. And I recorded a speciality video for him to kick off the celebrations. I'll put the link to that particular video in the description box below, so if you want to go and check that out, you do that. So the topic for this month's edition is our favourite sayings or quotes. Rod has gone for the quotes side of things, so he's going to share some incredibly deep and meaningful quotes, and I've gone for the daily saying kind of things, so let's do this. So before I kick off and start explaining the sayings that I've chosen for this particular episode, I want to say that they are extreme colloquialisms. I'm from Northern England, for those of you who don't know, so these are extreme colloquialisms from British English. They may use some of them in other English speaking countries, but I can't be 100% sure of that, okay? Okay, so the first one I've got for you is the saying, "It is what it is." And it's incredibly simple and people use it all the time here. And we use it to characterise a situation, a challenging situation that the speaker believes cannot be changed. So it is what it is. And although it's a very simple saying, I think it has quite a profound meaning, because all frustration in life comes from the inability to accept what is. For example, when we're in a car, when we're stuck in traffic or something, getting angry isn't going to change the traffic. We can't change it. It is what it is. You just have to accept what is. So it carries some actually profound meaning, and if you take that into consideration in your daily life, you'll find yourself getting stressed less. Number 2 is over the top, and this basically means just in an exaggerated fashion. Okay, so if I've got a friend and he tells me that he cleans his car every day inside and out, okay, I could say, really, it's a bit over the top, that, mate. And it just means that it's exaggerated or not necessary. You'll also hear this used in acronym style as well, so you'll hear people say OTT. It's a bit OTT, that, mate, in it, and it just means it's over the top. But the reason that this particular saying stands out and has meaning to me is because it has another meaning, which was derived from World War One, and the British and Allied forces, they were fighting in what was called trench warfare. So they dug trenches, and then the enemy dug trenches across, and they had to go over the top of the parapet and run towards the enemy. And many millions, and I think it's millions of people laid their lives on the line and did that so that we can enjoy our freedoms that we enjoy today. So it has a deeper meaning as well. Number 3 is one that I use all the time, and it's living the dream. If someone is living the dream, they're basically living the best life. I use it in a serious way, you know. If somebody says, "How are you?" I always say, "I'm living the dream," because I'm quite a happy person. I'm always happy. But people will use it in the sarcastic sense as well, okay? So if somebody is doing a very meticulous or difficult task, or they're having a really bad day, something like that, and somebody says, "How are you, mate? You're all right?" They say, "Oh, living the dream," and they're being sarcastic. But I'm not sarcastic when I use it 99.9% of the time. Number 4 is born idle. Born idle is a person who is extremely lazy. So it's an adjective. So you say that a person is born idle, all right? So for example, "I don't like working with John, mate. He's absolutely born idle," and it means he doesn't do anything. At the end of the day, I've actually taught this one before in a video I did about sayings with the word day in them. But at the end of the day, I use it quite a lot as well. It means when all things considered, okay? So if your friend is complaining about a hotel or something like that, let's say for example, and he only paid really cheap to stay there, well, you can say, well, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. And it means if you pay cheap, you get cheap. So why are you expecting anything else? Why are you moaning? You can actually mix that last one with the first one. So you can say, at the end of the day, mate, it is what it is. And the last one I have for you today is "as thick as 2 short planks." Now, we use the word thick to describe someone who's unintelligent or stupid here in the UK. So if you're saying someone is as thick as two sharp planks, it means that they're really stupid. There's a double meaning in it really, because wood itself doesn't have much weight, so that's the first meaning. And the other meaning is as thick as two sharp planks. So what you're saying is that you're saying that if you was to stand two sharp planks instead of long planks in a vertical position and take that as the thickness, it would be really thick. So there's a double meaning in there, but yeah, as thick as two sharp planks is someone who is incredibly stupid. Rodrigo, over to you, my friend.
Hello everybody, this is Rod, the English teacher, and today I'm going to record another video for this special project that I have with my friend Gino. Great, it's the 6th episode, once we record once a month. I'm so happy. I'm gonna talk about my 6 favorite quotes. I'm gonna start from number 6 and I go up to number 1. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. John Lennon. It's really important to me because I think that everybody should dream. Once we stop dreaming, I think we lose purpose for life. Dreaming is for free. Through your dreams, you can also work hard to achieve your goals. Is really important and captivating. And it's from a classic song from John Lennon, Imagine, that he composed in the 70s. For me, it's an anthem for peace, timeless song. I think John Lennon proved when he composed Imagine was an amazing lyricist and a genius. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. That I always repeat them to myself to remember when I want to achieve my goals and everything else. Number 5 from me comes from Maya Angelou, the American poet. I think she was amazing. What I'm going to read is something really unexplainable. I think just by reading it for you is just what matters. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. Well, I think it's so strong because it's really true. You can say things, you can do things, but whoever you do something or you say something to, they'll never forget how you made them feel. I think that's really strong, so we have to think before we act. Whatever aspect of our lives we are dealing with, personal, professional, I think people never forget how you make them feel. Doesn't matter what you say, doesn't matter what you do, why you tell them, how you make them feel. It's really important. Maya Angelou is an American poet. I think she's amazing. This next one I'm gonna read now is from no one else than Barack Obama. And it's pretty strong too. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. Barack Obama. I identify so much with this quote from Barack Obama because I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to complain, and I don't have time to not do what I have to do. When he says I have to press on, I also have to press on. Because life goes really fast in the blink of an eye. We gotta do what we gotta do and move on. We have to live the present. The present is now. The past is already gone and the future is ahead of us. So you have to live the now. We have to keep pressing on. And I will keep pressing on. I think we have to go further and farther in any aspect of life. I think Barack Obama is a person who had the gift of speech. For me, it's amazing. This next quote comes from the king of pop, Michael Jackson. He comes from a song that he sings called Man in the Mirror. It's one of my favorites. And I'm gonna read it for you. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Michael Jackson. When he sang this song, he was so inspired. If you want to make a change, you have to start making this change. You are the person. You are the source of change. You have to start seeing things in a different perspective, always being positive and focusing on everything that you want to change. You have to provoke the change, and you have to be the one responsible to do so. Because I think Michael Jackson was a genius in music and also as a lyricist. I think Man in the Mirror is one of my favorite songs from Michael Jackson. I have a lot of favorites from him, but I think Man in the Mirror is the best. Mostly this part. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. You have to make your change. You have to choose to make a change. Number one favorite comes from nobody else than Madonna. I saw her saying this quote in the late 90s, and when I heard that, I said, she's completely right. I'm gonna tell you why. The quote is, there's family that I consider friends, and there are friends that I consider family. And when I heard Madonna saying this in the late 90s, it really struck me a chord, because of course you have your family, your parents, your wife, your children, your husband, those who are always with you. You can also choose your family. When she says that she chose her family were the friends she wanted with her, I think I am so lucky as well to be able to choose the friends that I want in my life, the people you can bring to your life to motivate you, to encourage you, to help you. And when she says there's family that I consider friends and there are friends that I consider family, she's really true, because there are people that you identify much better. Mostly when you have a big family, I have a handful of friends. I chose them really well. I'm really happy for the choices that I've made considering friends. Family is important. When you have the chance to choose, friends are the family next in line. I am just adding some more sense to my answer to you. To finish, the best way possible, I think there are friends that I consider family, and there is family that I consider friends, and that's pretty much it. Well, I hope you liked my quotes. I really enjoyed to do this, and it's always a pleasure every month to be here recording great with Gino. It's really amazing. Thank you so much. See you next month. See you. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Great English News Report for English learners. Thank you to Rod for your inputs. I really enjoyed your quotes. Thank you for sharing. If you enjoyed this week's episode, then please feel free to share it with your English learning friends. Until next time, take care. God bless.